What is Washington and people there saying about this new hire?
What's striking to a lot of folks here in D.C. about the Anthony Scaramucci hire is two things. One, Donald Trump's been trying to find him a job pretty much since the day he got elected president. He was named as a possible ambassador. A couple of other things came up. People may remember Scaramucci tried to divest himself from SkyBridge Capital by selling to a Chinese-owned conglomerate, and that raised some eyebrows in Washington. So they had to put him on the back burner for a while, but he's definitely now back front and center, being communications director at the White House. The second thing people think here is Anthony Scaramucci doesn't know that much about Washington. He maybe know a lot about moving money around the world.
Matter, Craig?
Well, you know, some people think that's kind of important in a strategy job, which is what the communications director is. It's not generally thought of as a podium position, but more sort of plotting strategy. What we are told by sources close to the White House, though, is that Scaramucci really is there for one reason and one reason only, and that's to go on TV and defend Donald Trump. Trump likes his sort of combative nature. He's obviously a kind of a sharp-elbowed guy. Trump has always felt, I think, this current communications team didn't really kind of do the sort of muscular defense of him day to day on TV in the TV wars, and is looking to Scaramucci to carry that role.
Well, Craig, we'll take the mooch on anytime he wants to come on and talk politics and policy with us. But let me ask you this, because we're watching the Brady press briefing room, reporters getting ready for that 2 o'clock press briefing. But Sean Spicer and Reince Priebus, the president's chief of staff, so closely aligned. Do you really think that Sean Spicer is going to disappear from Washington politics?
Absolutely not. It's funny. I know Sean a little bit, as you do too, Kevin. You know, I think of him as a professional spokesman. He has a position. He's a hardcore Republican partisan, and he argues that position well. He and Trump apparently had pretty good personal chemistry. I think Trump just felt like he wasn't exactly the face of the administration he wanted. I personally think Sean Spicer can come out of this sort of head held high. A lot of people in this town know him. He's been a pretty honest broker with a lot of us. He's been in a tough spot. We've had some tough scrapes with Sean on some of our stories that we've done naturally. It's sort of the nature of the beast. But yeah, right. But a lot of people, I think of him as a pro, and I think he'll do fine. Reince Priebus did, send us a message earlier today that we'll be putting in our story shortly that, he supports the move to Scaramucci. He's ready to stand by the president. It must be a little bit tough for Reince, though. He and Sean Spicer are very close, again, personally and professionally, from the days of the Republican National Committee. So we may not be done, with stuff happening at the White House, but right now, this is plenty for one day.